Scene opens with a shot of an alarm clock showing 5 a.m., then a hand groggily smashes the snooze button. Cut to you, looking energetic and smiling, holding a cup of coffee at a more reasonable hour like 9 a.m. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about something you see everywhere online. The 5 a.m. Club. The idea that to be a high achiever, a go-getter, a true success story, you absolutely must wake up before the sun. You've seen the montages, the journaling, the green juice, the cold shower, all before anyone else is even awake. And I'm here to tell you, that's not the only way. In fact, for many of us, it might be the worst way. For years, I bought into this hype. I forced myself out of bed at 5 a.m., feeling like a zombie, convinced this was the secret sauce. I'd chug coffee, stare at a blank page, and wonder why I felt more drained than inspired. My productivity plummeted, my mood was terrible, and honestly, I was just miserable. The big aha moment came when I stopped trying to copy someone else's routine and started listening to my own body. The truth is, success isn't about what time your alarm goes off. It's about how you use the hours you're awake and energized. Let's get into the science of it, because this isn't just a feeling, it's biology. We all have something called a chronotype. Think of it as your body's natural internal clock that determines when you feel sleepy and when you feel awake. Some people are larks, or morning people. Their brains are firing on all cylinders at 6 a.m. Waking up early feels natural and productive for them, and that's fantastic. If that's you, embrace it. But a huge portion of the population are owls, or night people. Their peak creativity and energy levels don't hit until late afternoon, or even well into the evening. Forcing an owl to wake up at 5 a.m. is like trying to run a marathon right after you've been woken from a deep sleep. You're fighting your own biology. You're not lazy, you're just wired differently. There are also hummingbirds who fall somewhere in between. The key is understanding your own chronotype, not forcing yourself into a box that doesn't fit. Ignoring this can lead to sleep deprivation, which is a killer for productivity, creativity, and overall health. Think about some of the most successful people in history. Did they all wake up at dawn? Not at all. Winston Churchill, the legendary prime minister, was a notorious night owl. He would often work late into the night, sometimes until 3 or 4 a.m., and then wake up later in the morning. He took a long nap every afternoon, which he called essential for his ability to lead during wartime. He famously said, "You must sleep sometime between lunch and dinner. Don't think you will be doing less work because you sleep during the day. That's a foolish notion held by people who have no imagination." He tailored his schedule to his energy, not to a rigid clock. Let's look at a modern example. Alexis Ohanian, the co-founder of Reddit. He's been very open about not being a morning person. He prioritizes getting a full night's sleep, even if it means starting his workday later. He focuses on being a pro, not an amateur, which to him means showing up and doing the work when he's at his best, not just when the clock says he should. He understands that a well-rested, focused mind for 6 hours is far more valuable than a groggy, unfocused mind for 10. He built a tech empire by working smarter, not just earlier. So what does this mean for you? It means you have permission to ditch the 5 a.m. guilt. Success isn't about waking up early. It's about intentionality. It's about designing a routine that honors your natural energy cycles. So, let's talk about how to do that. First, identify your peak hours. For a week, keep a simple journal. Just jot down how you feel at different times of the day. When do you feel most alert? When does your brain feel like mush? When do you get your best ideas? You might be surprised to find that your creative sweet spot is at 9 p.m., or that you're a powerhouse for deep, focused work right after lunch. Once you know your prime time, protect it fiercely. Schedule your most important, high-priority tasks for those windows. For me, I realized my brain is sharpest between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., so that's my deep work block. I don't take meetings, I put my phone on silent, and I tackle the biggest challenges of my day. My mornings are for lighter tasks, answering emails, planning, and easing into the day. My afternoons are for collaboration and meetings. This structure works for me, Yao. Your structure will probably look different, and that's the whole point. Second, let's redefine what a morning routine even is. It doesn't have to happen at sunrise. Your morning routine is simply the routine you do when you start your day, whenever that is. If you wake up at 8:30 a.m., your routine can start then. The important elements are still the same. Hydrate, maybe get some sunlight, move your body, and set your intentions for the day. Whether you do that at 6 a.m. or 9 a.m. doesn't change its effectiveness. The goal is to start your day with purpose, not to win a race against the clock. Think of it like this. An athlete doesn't just train at one specific time of day. They train when their body is primed for peak performance, and they prioritize recovery. Your work and your life are your performance. Why wouldn't you apply the same logic? Pushing through exhaustion isn't a badge of honor. It's a recipe for burnout. True productivity is sustainable. It's about consistency over a long period, not about one-off heroic sprints at 5 a.m. that leave you drained for the rest of the week. Let us bust another myth, that the early morning is the only quiet time you can get. Sure, it can be peaceful, but so can late at night. If you're a night owl living with morning larks, the hours after everyone else has gone to bed can be your golden time. It's your uninterrupted, focused sanctuary. I know writers, coders, and artists who do their absolute best work between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. They've created a world where their biological rhythm is an asset, not a liability. The pressure to conform to this one-size-fits-all model of success is immense, especially on social media. But true success is deeply personal. It's about self-awareness and building a life that feels good and works for you. It's about quality of work, not quantity of awake hours. It's about energy management, not just time management. So, the next time you see a post glorifying the 5 a.m. hustle, take a deep breath. Remind yourself that there is no magic pill for success, and there certainly isn't a magic time on the clock. The real magic lies in understanding yourself, respecting your body's needs, and creating a system that allows you to show up as your best, most energized self, whenever that may be. Stop forcing. Start listening. You might just find that your greatest potential is unlocked when you finally give yourself permission to sleep in. What do you think? Are you a morning lark, a night owl, or somewhere in between? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about the routines that work for you. And if this video helped you let go of some of that 5 a.m. pressure, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. Make sure to share it with a friend who might need to hear this, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on working smarter, not harder. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.